welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Wendy Yi, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some stupid but fun games. So these are my top 10 favorites, and you know what? I'm proud of all of them. They're all fun. All right, starting off with number 10. This game is, it's a terrible game. It's fun, but it's absolutely terrible. And this is Curses. So in Curses, people are slowly being passed out and given curses, basically things that they have to do, they have to maintain throughout the game, while being given little tasks and just like easy things that you have to do, like name your 3 favorite pop stars or something like that. But they have to do it while maintaining the curses. And the curses can be simple things like, you know, you have to, nod to someone before you talk to them. But then there's other things where like you have to be really obnoxious and you have to be like, attention, attention, before you say anything. And you can definitely have curses that overlap with other curses and make it impossible, where you're like, you have to always keep your arms up, but then you also have to clap, but then you also have to, you know what I mean? Like you just have stuff and eventually you're like, I give up. I can't maintain all 7 of these things. I have like 4 precursors before I speak, that eventually you're like, I give up the curses. But you know what? It's a fun game. It's stupid. And the rules are terrible. And yeah, it always devolves into chaos. Always. But I still have fun with it. So there you go. Number 10, Curses. Number 9 on my list is Ice Cool, and in this game you are flicking penguins around this school and they're trying to go through doors so that you can pick up fish. It's literally just a penguin flipping game, and they're like Weeble Wobbles where they don't fully fall down. They always like stand back up because they have a rounded bottom and a weight. And I like the game. And honestly, I like the base version the best. Like there's been other, Ice Cool Wizards, and I don't even know if I've tried Ice Cool 2, but there's been other stuff, but I just want to play regular Ice Cool. It's stupid. It's fun. It's a fucking game. It's great. And it's penguins. It makes me happy. So there you go. Number 9, Ice Cool. Number 8 on my list is Zombie Dice. And this is a dice check-in game where you are the zombie and you're trying to eat brains and not get shot up with a shotgun 3 times. But specifically 3 times. Any less than that, you're good. Shotguns don't hurt that much. Zombie Dice is just one of those like stupid but fun games. You're just pushing your luck and dice checking until you either get 3 shotguns or you eat a whole bunch of brains and you bank them, and then you're just trying to reach 13 brains ultimately at the end. It's stupid. It's stupid, but it's fun. I like Zombie Dice. Number 7 on my list is Catapult Feud. And in this game, you basically are building a structure of these blocks, and then you're laying these characters on them, and they're standing up, and they're making weird, like, dumb faces. And you are literally catapulting, on this tiny little catapult, these fake rock little balls at each other, and you're just trying to knock the people off the walls. You don't have to destroy the walls. You just have to knock the people off onto the ground. I like Catapult Feud. It's one of those like fun, dumb games that as a family, we just take turns. You know what I mean? It takes like 3 minutes to play the game. The longest time, honestly, is probably just building up your structure and being like, how can I follow the building rules and make the strongest structure? And then someone flings a bunch of stuff at it and you're like, well, that didn't work. So I love Catapult Feud. It is stupid, but it is fun. Next on my list, number 6, is another dexterity-ish styled game, and this is Sorry Sliders. Why this is Sorry branded, I don't even know. It doesn't even really make sense. But in this game, you have these little characters that you slide, and you slide it down this like triple layer ramp. And if you land on a sorry space, that sucks because you don't get points. That's the sorry part of it. The sliders part of it is you're sliding these guys and you're trying to hit certain point regions and you are knocking each other over and you're knocking each other out of the arena and it's just like utter chaos. You're just like trying to demolition derby each other while sliding down and trying to get points. I like Sorry Sliders. It's just fun. It's just fun. Number 5 on my list is Rhino Hero Super Battle. And in this game, players are folding cards and they're stacking them on top of each other. And then they're trying to place their little meeples and hanging little monkeys. And you're just building this card tower and you're trying not to be the person to knock it over. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun because, I don't know, as an adult, I am not comfortable bending cards to build card towers. But this game, like, that's literally the game. You have to do it. And it's fun. And it's stupid. It's a kid's game, but I love it as an adult, and it's a lot of fun. So there you go. Rhino Hero Super Battle. Number 4 on my list is Telestrations, and in this game, you basically are given a word or phrase or something, and you have to draw it, and then you're going to hand that off to the next player. The next player only sees the picture, and they have to figure out what the word is or the phrase or whatever. Now, my favorite way to play this is where you make up your own sentences or your own phrases, because sometimes the words on the cards can be a little bit easy, and I love it when you add people from the room into it, you know, and it's just great because you just come up with these crazy sentences and these crazy things. So I love Telestrations. You can have some really dumb stuff, but it's just so fun. And honestly, you can play it even with a piece of paper, which is how I've played it for years before Telestrations even came out. And I've held on to some of those papers because there's just so many good memories. You're like, oh my goodness, do you remember the time that you ended up bug spraying ice cream? Because I remember the time that you ended up bug spraying ice cream. Anyways, it's dumb. It's dumb and I love it. Number 3 on my list is Fun Farm. This is a reachy, grabby, quickie speed game where there are 2 dice. There's a black die that has colored faces, and there's a white die that has the same colored faces. You're going to flip over a card, and you're going to have all these cute little squishy animals out in the middle. And you flip over a card, and then you roll the 2 dice. And that card has associated a black die with one colored face, and then a white die with a different colored face. And so if you roll the dice and it happens to match perfectly, then one of those dice match perfectly the die on the card, then you reach a grab and you try to get it first, right? And they're soft and squishy, so there's less pain. This is no Spiky Dastards. That is not on this list because that is not fun. That is just stupid. So the cool thing about this, or I guess the quirky thing about it, is that because you have the black die and the white die that have the same colored faces, you have those moments where you're like, you see red and you're like, I'm going to grab it. And then you're like, oh, darn it, it was the red on the white die, not the red on the black die. And then you end up losing the card. It's fun. But yeah, at the end of the game, you're trying to get the most cards. And sometimes you can have many cards out at once if people have not, or like the dice have not come up and people haven't collected cards. So you could have like 6 or 7 cards sitting out and you're just like, oh my gosh, try to remember all of them so that when the die are rolled, I can just grab everything at once. But also if you grab everything at once, you're going to lose your cards. So don't do that. Don't cheat. So there you go. That is Fun Farm. Stupid, fun. Number 2 on my list is a highly thematic gladiators in an arena game where you are fighting to the death. Or it's also just dice that you're throwing at other dice in a little pool. So this is Strike. And in Strike, you literally are just rolling dice into this little like oval shaped box and you roll them, and if doubles show up you can pull those out. You know what I mean? Any matching dice, doubles, triples, quadruples, whatever, you pull them out. And if not, then you can choose to keep going until you get one, or you can choose to pass it along. So there's a little push your luck element to it. But I like this game because you're sitting there, you're not just rolling dice, you're trying to aim your dice so that it hits other dice so that the dice roll and you have an even higher chance, I think, of getting more doubles and triples and whatever. And you're also making that choice of like, do I pass it along now? There's 3 dice in this container. Like I'm bound to get something if I just roll again. Whereas I don't want to hand it off to someone else and they start with 3 dice in there. No, that's too good for that. You just have these great choices. So I really enjoy Strike. Is it actually super thematic? No, some people claim it is. It's really a stupid game. But it's so much fun. And you know what? You can lean into the serious gladiatorness of it if you really want to. Last on my list, number 1 is Stay Cool. This is definitely the most chaotic of all the stupid but fun games. I think it's it's the most chaotic. So in Stay Cool, you're being asked questions from both sides of you. One person you have to answer verbally, and the other person you have to answer by moving these alphabet dice and building whatever word that answers their question. It is absolutely chaotic, and my favorite way to play this game is to be as annoying as humanly possible. Like, this game is more fun the more annoying that you are. So that is what Stay Cool is for me, is if I can be that person that's like, just keeps repeating myself constantly. Like, I love asking the questions and being annoying. It's fabulous. But I also really enjoy playing too. I enjoy that chaotic moment if you're like, okay, I'm stacking dice, I'm finding the letters, and I'm answering your questions. I just love it. It's so fun. It's so chaotic. It's a stupid game, but it's so fabulous. It is it is the best on this list, and that is why it is number 1. So there you go. That is my list of stupid but fun games. Some were obviously more stupid than others, and some were more broken than others, but they are all fun, and they're all fabulous. Let me know if you've played any of these, if you've had any good experiences or bad experiences with any of these games. In the meantime, I'm Wendy Yi. This is the Dice Tower, and I hope that your life is full of stupid but fun things.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower. Hey, do you want to know what's going on with Dice Tower? Do you want to know about our events, our cruises, special things that we're going to do live here in the Dice Tower? Subscribe to Dice Tower Digest. Go to dicetowerdigest.com. It's a newsletter that we send out bi-weekly. We won't use your email for anything else. This is just to get you some information about the Dice Tower so you'll be up to date. Thanks for watching.